smash burgers. We were gonna get the chicken sandwich again, but we're gonna check this out. I think it's known for the bologna sandwich. That's what people talk about mostly, but we're gonna see how the burgers are.
I got the, I forgot what it's called, the diner burger. Diner smash burger. And you got the, what the hell is it called? Jalapeno jam burger?
Wow, look at all those jalapenos.
Look at all those jalapenos. And these fries look super good for some reason. Let me see. Oh yeah.
They're good?
Yeah.
So close.
Can you pick it up?
Barely.
Try it out. I try mine's. Mine's good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's a good smash burger. We're sharing the fries though.
This is really good.
Yeah, mine's good too. Look, mine got eggs on it. Mine has an egg, bacon, and ketchup.
Oh, look at the egg oozing out.
Oh shit, I'm losing my egg. Thank you.
By the way, one other thing. If you get the burger, the smash burger from there, it's really big. It's 2 burgers. So if you're not that hungry, you can just split it and get some fries and be set. Because it was pretty big. Tim could barely finish his, and I left a lot of mine too.
It's a double duty.
All right, today's the day. It's after Valentine's Day. We were both sick on Valentine's Day. We both had some sort of sinus infection, so I didn't get to make the cheesecake bars. So I'm getting all ready. I have my cream cheese, sour cream, 3 eggs, and sugar. It's a very simple recipe actually. And I'm gonna smash up, I'm gonna crush these graham crackers. I like to do my own. I don't like the ones I already pre-bought smashed. And these ones are really good. They have really good flavor from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna line my 9x9 pan with some parchment paper. That way I could lift out the cheesecake bars and cut them easy. That way it doesn't get stuck to the pan even though it's non-stick. And I'm gonna make a homemade cherry compote to put on top. And I'll probably just put that to the side. That way we could just add, if we want to, little dollops at a time of the cherry topping. Let's get to it. All right, that took a little bit extra effort, making sure it's all good in the corners. Just had to fold it down a little. So when you cut it, either cut it a little bit short, because it's not gonna go all the way up to here, or just cut it a little bit longer. I just turn over the pan and measure it. And then I cut this one a little bit long, and I just fold it over the edges. So just, you know, kind of just press it in there really good. Going to melt this butter and add it to the graham crackers. Now I'm just going to pat it down really well. I might get a measuring cup to press it down really good. You don't have to pre-bake this like sometimes you do with a regular cheesecake. Not sure why, but I'm just going to listen to the directions. So I can't do this with one hand. Put the camera down. I decided I am going to use a measuring cup to get it more evenly instead of with my hand. Okay, so definitely I recommend not using your hands and using the bottom of a measuring cup and pressing down, because you could get it to be really, really tight. That way the crust will stay intact and it will like kind of bond with that butter and become one. So you could press it down really good and you could see how compact it gets. It looks beautiful. Now the filling. now to the cream cheese and the sugar, I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon zest. You're not really gonna taste a lot of the lemon. It adds something to it. I don't know, it's just really good. So add about half of a lemon. Now going to add a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste and half a cup of sour cream. Full fat sour cream. Okay, there's half a cup of sour cream and vanilla paste. Just mix that in there. Now I'm going to add the 3 eggs gently. Don't overbeat the eggs into the batter. All done with that, adding the eggs in. Now we're going to pour it into the pan. Good luck. Cherry compote going, 1 lemon and some frozen cherries and a little bit of sugar. This guy is all done. He has to cool. I let him cool right here in the oven for 30 minutes. They say supposedly that will help with cracks. I'm gonna let him sit out here for another 30 minutes at room temperature and then put it in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours. That was super simple. I just hope it tastes good. Look at those beautiful specks of vanilla bean. Just cut me a piece. Been in here about 4 hours in the refrigerator. Let's try it. It's pretty good. It's creamy. It has a good texture. I like it. I think Tim's gonna like it too. Let's add a little bit of cherry compote on it. Beautiful cherry compote. See how it tastes with this. Wow. The cherry makes it taste really good. I think I like it with the cherry compote on top better than just by itself. Look at that. And it's not as high as a cheesecake, and you could cut as big or as small as you want. See? So I like it. This one has lemon in it. Lemon in it. Look how pretty these are. White chocolate.
By the way, tell them I'll be riding in the USS Stern.
How can you record that loud crap playing?
I don't know. That's what I have to listen to. This one's my favorite. It has prickly pear. I'm saving it so we could try it together. This one's coconut.